Bro, just listen to me really quickly. I want to help you win. I want to help you become that young man who's about it, who's not taking no for an answer, who's disciplined, who's winning in all areas of his life. And I want you to have a brotherhood of young men supporting you. So go check out the description or message me on Instagram. Chris is in therapy. He's been seeing a counselor because he's so up. But he's not that fucked. He's just a degenerate like everyone else. He spends all of the money he makes at McDonald's on OnlyFans baddies. Oh, I need you girls to give me attention because I'm such a pussy in real life. I can't speak to you. Oh. Chris has got such a problem with his focus that he's got a side hustle, but every time he tries to get started on it, he keeps fapping. He's so messed up that he can't stay focused for longer than a minute. You'll always see him playing video games, scrolling on Instagram and YouTube and TikTok, and he can't wait till the weekend so that he can drink and do drugs and be even more of a degenerate. But this has got Chris to one of the lowest points in his life, that the therapist says, Chris, if you don't fix this issue, you're going to be a bitch forever. But what's the issue? You see, Chris now feels depressed. He feels anxious. He can't look girls in their eyes. He's always worried. He's scared of other guys. What's wrong with me? Chris has been told by his therapist that he's got low testosterone and that if he doesn't fix his life now, then he's going to be a bitch forever. Now, I'm sure a lot of you boys, this video is going to rub you guys the wrong way. And I mean it. Because I'm going to say a few things that it might genuinely hurt you, but I had to go through the same pain of understanding this to really change my life. Look, our generation of men, we've been labeled the most meek, timid, scared, spineless. We've been labeled literally, and I want you to understand this, the most lowest testosterone of men to ever exist. That our generation of men has the lowest amount of testosterone ever. Now, at the age of, 20, 21 years old when I heard this, and I'm 26 now, bro, I thought to myself, I'm tougher than those guys from 100 years ago that had to go to war. I'm not even going to lie. That was my mindset back then. I can fap 10 times a day. And when I see a baddie with a booty, I can easily, turn around. But what our generation has really done, it's conflated, right? That, because we can fap so much and because we've all got, girls on our mind all the time. I must have a high testosterone level. No, it doesn't work that way. So many of us, we think that, because I play, video games and I like first person shooter games, or I like going out drinking on the weekends and doing all this stuff, I've got high testosterone. It doesn't work that way, bro. It's actually the opposite. So many of us don't realize that if we're fapping 5-10 times a day, we're decreasing our test. We don't understand if we're putting poison in our bodies through drugs or alcohol or cigarettes, or through bad vices, right? Or we're playing video games all day, or we're scrolling, or if we're too scared, anxious, depressed to really do anything with our lives, our testosterone levels as men are probably way below average. And I'm going to say something, this is just coming from me. There's a lot of numbers being pushed around for men, what the average level of testosterone is for a man, right? And they say the range could range from anywhere from like 300 nanograms per deciliter to 700-800, right? But I believe that those numbers are all probably not true. I mean, and this is me saying this, and I'm trying to, go against research papers, but I'm saying for a lot of us, right, we're living now in the weakest generation of men ever, the lowest test men ever. These numbers, right, are coming from men who have got low test. Now, of course, there's a pool of, this guy's got, he's kind of built and he lives a life this way, but then there's also a guy that's fat and overweight and this and that, and they put them all together to come up with this average. Nonsense. Because our generation, we all know, bro, so many of us aren't living true to our identity of who we are as men. And the truth is, we are losing. Because take a look at this, right? I'm going to say something, and we're going to break this open. Look, life as a whole, over the last 10, 20, 30 years, right? Testosterone in us men has been plummeting. I'm going to say something to you, right? The pressure of a handshake has been literally tested. And some pressure of men when they shook another man's hand was the pressure of a feminine young girl. So you got men walking around shaking another man's hand like a woman would. It's crazy, right? But it's the honest truth. With our test going down over the last 10, 20, 30, 40 years, bro, right? What has also happened has life has become way more comfortable, right? And this is important to understand because life's still hard and life's actually getting so much more harder for average men. But look, life is easier because take a look at what you're watching this video on. I think that's all I need to say. There are iPads, there are computers, there's just so much comfort in this world, bro. And I want you to look at now that with this comfort, that's actually caused the decrease of our testosterone. Because look, we can fap all day, we can play games all day, we can go out every weekend and do drugs, we can sit at home, we can do nothing, we can be too in our emotions and feelings and comfort, because in the harsh realities of where we've come from, bro, where we've evolutionized from, there wasn't any comfort. We got up, we hunted, we came back. That was it. We built, we honed in on our skills, we learned how to fight, we learned how to throw spears, like literally we learned how to kill. These days, what are we doing? Ordering an Uber? Like, come on. So, we are now in the lowest test generation ever. And it's coming from your habits. It's coming from what you do. Because I'm going to say something, right? If you jerk off, if you play video games, if you sit at home, if you scroll, if you're not training, if you do drugs, if you just in your emotions, if you're depressed, if you're anxious, if you're scared, if you're not risk-taking, if you always apologize, if you're just not living life with oomph in your step, right? Then you are more than likely a low testosterone man. And there are so many other signals, right? You don't keep your word. You just there's so much. So you need to look at your life. And I'm going to say something to you. We as men, the beauty of being a man is that we can increase our testosterone through what we do. But this actually takes action, right? You want to increase your testosterone? Listen to me, because I'm going to lay this out for you in a way that no one's really put this out. And this is how I've done it. Because I've been a low testosterone man. I never got the results, but I know what it's like to feel timid, scared, meek, not taking risks, not following through on my words, seeing a baddie, right, and being so scared. And I know now what it's like to be the young man that I am today. Fit, healthy, strong, very high testosterone, running through life, doing what I'm supposed to do, not caring, unapologetic, I don't care. Like, I know what it's like, and I'm also a very good man. Because you don't have to be a high testosterone man and an asshole. It doesn't work that way. But listen to me, right? So, like I said, there's a lot of indicators if you're a low test man. But how I want you to frame your life, right? And this is going to sound so different to other advice that you've heard. But there's ways to do it, right? And I believe a big thing for a lot of us is to focus on some pillars, right? Now that is, of course, money, of course, women, and of course, our mindset. And with this, right, these three things, I believe that you can really increase your testosterone and naturally as well. Look, there are plenty of ways. You can focus in on your sleep. You can focus in on your diet. You can take supplements, right? You can take cold showers. You can get on semen retention. There's so much. You can do high intensity workouts. You can, just be kind of ruthless in your life and your testosterone should go up. Because when you're eating Cheeto Puffs and you're playing games and you're not taking care of yourself and you're fapping every day and you're not keeping your word and you got low testosterone. You just do it because when you have high testosterone, you can't contain it. You've got this energy, you've got this lion coming out inside. You're like, I gotta win, I gotta hunt, I gotta conquer, I need that goal, I need this amount of money, I need to be doing this, I need to help my family, I gotta go. Just get with it. Like, that's what happens. You have that fire inside you, just dominate, go, 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 go. And how I look at it, right? You need to focus, if you want to truly build up your testosterone, because like I said, there's plenty of ways, but focus on making money. Now, I'm not saying try to make actual money, right, from something that doesn't hone in on your skills. Because as a man, right, you never want to be a guy that gets rich but doesn't hone in on himself. Because if you hone in on your skills, and I really do mean this, whilst trying to make money, you're going to be a full-rounded young man. But if you get rich off a crypto pump and dump, and look, cool, great. Like, if you could do that, do it. But if you don't hone in on your skills, as a man, there's going to be no oomph, no substance, no confidence, no, just desire to run through life, and you'll still just be a wimp, even if you make money. So you need to focus on making money, but the right way of making money in a way that genuinely makes you a full-rounded young man. So whether that's hustling, right? But you're hustling in a way that, okay, you're doing deals here, you're doing this, you're working a crap job, but you're saving that money to put it into your business, and then you're just doing stuff that is making you more responsible, running through life, making sure that, you know, you're getting experience, you're doing all these things to get that money. You will build yourself up to it. Okay, well, damn, I had to get to this point where I made this money. Look at who I am. This person can't do what I've done because I know where I started from, and I didn't do, you know, what they done. I took the hard route. That way, your test, it goes through the roof. But if you made it through something so quick, there's not going to be that oomph in you. It's not going to reside. So you need to focus on making money, and a lot of it, but the right way in regards of it builds you. You go through the mire and the muck of trying to build, right? And that in turn builds your testosterone, because you just, I got here finally. Try and take it from me. That's how it works. But with that is, I want you to have a desire to attract women. Now, I don't care what you look like. You can be tall, short, brown, white, yellow. You could have a defect. You could be missing an eye, missing an arm. I don't care. But if you start to get into your frame as a man, and you start getting to this point of like, okay, I'm starting to make money. How am I going to get some baddies? And then you start to realize, okay, well, what do girls want? They want a guy, first of all, who's got a good body, aesthetic. That's fine, right? But they also want a guy who's confident, who's got experience, who could protect them, who could provide for them, right? Who's just kind of all around, just that guy, who's witty, just so much about you. And what I can tell you, if you have this other higher purpose in life, right, which is how you're going to really, you know, move forward in your life, is a purpose, but then you have these lower purposes under it, right, which is money, women, mindset. When you start to focus on women, you can be like, okay, well, I kind of want to make women my purpose, but how I focus on this purpose is by building myself up. So what do? You get into the gym, you build your body, you learn how to fight, you learn how to dress yourself, you learn how to smell good, you learn how to talk, you go and approach that baddie that you've been looking at the gym or at school or at university, and be like, hey, how you doing? Oh, you don't like me? Cool, great, on to the next. Like, you got to go through the rejections, you got to put yourself out there, you need to go through the absolute journey and the fire to build yourself up, get rejected, build the body, learn how to do everything, right? Talk, dress, you know, act, be, you know, go live life. So you got some stories to tell when you take them on dates. Go be that guy, and in turn, right, you're going to build yourself up where your test is through the roof because you're doing all the things. I'm a funny guy because I believe that we work in mysterious ways as men, and that when you start to focus on money and your brain sees that your actions align to it, your body synchronizes and your test will synchronize to be like, oh, okay, I'm making money. Let me power up. Let me go up 100 nanograms per deciliter of test because I'm doing something. And then you start doing more for women. Okay, I've got my body on point. I'm learning how to fight. You know, things are happening, man. I'm dressing well. Approach that girl. She rejected me, but on to the next. Like I'm getting up now. I feel good. Like my test is there. Wow. Right. And then with that, the mindset. And I believe it's the I don't give a fuck mindset that'll take you so far in life, bro. Which is really that guy that's been bullying you or talking to you, or you've had an argument but you never really kind of stood your ground. Get out of here, or shut your mouth, right? Or you go through life. Oh, you want to post a YouTube video but you're scared of someone? Post it. You want to do this with your life but you're scared to do it? Do it. You're worried what this person thinks? That doesn't matter. When you start going through life and you think, I just don't care. I care about myself. I care about my family. I care about my purpose. I care about my money. I care about getting women. Like it's toxic, bro. I do know that. But I'm talking about testosterone. I'm not talking about other traits as genuine men. I'm talking about how to bring that oomph inside you. And I'm really saying that when you start walking around, shoulders back, chest up, you know, starting to make some money. You maybe got a couple of girls now, right? Or you're in the process, and everything's working. Your test goes through the roof. And then when you start living your life congruent to this, after a couple of months, years, right? It's a long journey. I mean, you can get the test up quite quick if you start living that life, you get your diet on point, you know, sleeping, doing all these other things, right? But when you add everything that I said on how to really increase your testosterone, but then also make these kind of like the idea of how you're going to go about it, your test will go through the roof. Because I know how I feel right now. I need to go get results for my testosterone. I'm sure it's going to be up there with it's going to be going off. Because I know how I feel. And you boys know, man. You boys know me. So I believe this is the way. Like I said, bro, if you get your diet on point, you start sleeping well, cold showers, semen retention, quit the bad habits, start eating good food, right? You start doing high intensity workout, you start fighting, test will start going, take some ashwagandha, whatever you want to do, you'll see it. But then when you focus on this, your body will align and it'll be like, game over. You'll feel like, okay, I'm doing this, synchronize up, I'm feeling high test. And then you run through life and you take what you want. I love you, bro. And I really do mean that. If you want to boost your test, I do one-on-one coaching. And I also have a group of young men, an accountability group that you can be part of. A genuine brotherhood of young men all trying to improve their lives. Go to the link in the description. And I'll see you inside, bro. I love ya.